snap of the season has brought snow to parts of the UK, with icy conditions around for many of us from tonight. I'll have all the details in the UK forecast later on in the programme. And after the snow comes ice. I'll have the latest weather warnings in the forecast next.
In Doncaster tonight, Joe, it's looking very festive there, but also pretty cold.
Very chilly. The first cold snap of the season has taken a little bit of a toll on us over the last couple of days. It feels really chilly, and of course we've seen snow in places across the UK. And for us here at the Yorkshire Wildlife Park this evening, you'd be forgiven for feeling just a little bit festive. The winter illuminations keeping us cosy this evening. No snow on the ground here, but other parts of the UK, as we know, over the last couple of days and nights have had some significant snowfall. If you take a look at these pictures here, we can see parts of the UK have seen lots of snowfall over the last couple of days and nights, and even the coastline. Bridlington this afternoon, 4 or 5 centimetres. Unusual for coast to see those wintry showers coming in and settling. Parts of northern Scotland, around 10 centimetres of snow over the last 24 hours. And by the end of tonight, parts of the North York Moors could even see perhaps 12 or 13 centimetres of snow. So it's certainly been rather snowy for parts of the UK. Others have seen nothing, just a dusting at times. But for all of us, it has been very cold. Last night, the coldest night of the season so far, with temperatures in Benson in Oxfordshire falling to minus 6.6 Celsius. And tonight, I think we're going to go even lower. Where there's lying snow on the ground across northern Scotland, it's quite possible. In sheltered spots, it'll get down to around minus 11 or minus 12. Not much snow in the forecast going forward, but ice is going to be something to watch out for over the next few hours or so tonight and tomorrow. So we have warnings in place, a raft of warnings, chiefly where we've seen that snowfall over the last 12 to 24 hours. It could be a little bit tricky on the roads tonight and for tomorrow. Here's the forecast.
Not everywhere will be cold today. Some places will be warm and toasty. Heinz Beans sponsors ITV National Weather.
It is going to be frosty quite widely across the UK tonight, with icy conditions as we head through into tomorrow. Something to be aware of if you're out and about on the roads first thing tomorrow morning. Settling down for many of us tomorrow, with plenty of sunshine to come, but feeling very chilly. Temperatures will get a little bit of a lift into this weekend. It is going to turn more unsettled, but it won't feel quite as cold. In a bit more detail then, pressure-wise, as we take a look at this evening and into tomorrow, you can see fronts out to the west beginning to approach, heralding the start of something less cold from tomorrow night into Saturday and for the weekend, but more unsettled, with rain beginning to move in for some of us through the first part of the weekend. Back to this evening's details. It is certainly going to be very cold, quite widely down to around freezing and below, and perhaps minus 10, minus 11 in sheltered parts of the north before tomorrow morning. Icy conditions, something you really need to watch out for if you're travelling first thing tomorrow, where there's been any moisture on the road, sleet, hail, snow. It is going to freeze and become very icy through tonight. Some fairly light winds as we get to tomorrow morning. Beautiful blue skies for many of us, and it really will be very pretty where that lying snow is, but very cold to start the day tomorrow. A generally dry day. Later on, perhaps we'll see cloud building from the west, and by tea time into western Scotland and Northern Ireland, there'll be some rain beginning to move in, and that's the beginning of something more unsettled that will develop through the weekend, with rain beginning to move in, and next week isn't looking quite as cold for any of us.
Heinz Beans sponsors ITV National Weather.